There's just no way. Tell me you're lying.
Caro sealed off the city gates so those living corpses could slaughter the people without mercy. It's so horrible I didn't even believe it myself when I first heard.
How could he?
That cannot be answered. I knew his reign would be bloody, but I thought surely he would start with his sworn enemies, not innocent subjects.
Those people were there to wish him well. They wanted to celebrate their war hero's victory with him, but he...
I just don't understand it at all. How could someone be so twisted they could just kill people like that?
Caro took many paths lined with blood and treachery to achieve the power he so desired. Was his ultimate goal to rule the people of the Shan Empire or to exterminate them?
Is this it? Is everyone dead? The peace he talked about?
It's like hell on earth. The capital's a place of torment and death.
No, I fear it's far worse than that, young lady.
The plague spans the Empire.
The whole Empire?
According to what little word I've received from temples around the Empire, similar events are occurring elsewhere. Unholy massacres perpetrated by the living dead. Lands once verdant are now stained by blood, and fires rage rampant throughout the realm. Men who once lived in harmony hold one another in deep suspicion and lash out at their erstwhile brethren. All this destruction carried out under the banner of the new Emperor, Caro.
It can't be.
Now I understand. Caro sent his legions out not to quash pockets of rebellion in the Empire, as he so claimed, but to seed the land with fresh corpses to reanimate and murder the living.
Master Ryusho, is the Xuanlong platoon now composed solely of the undead? Is Ryuko among them?
Fear not, my child. Although the lad's mind may be clouded, the light of Mizar still burns above.
There are still many in the Xuanlong who have not yet succumbed to this affliction. Some have taken arms against their gruesome former comrades to protect the citizens.
This macabre army is the creation of Shimei. Unless his thrall can be undone, they will wipe out the Empire and humanity with it.
One shot to the forehead. Hit those walking bags of worm food right here. We just need to let the people know that.
Yeah, you're right. Without those undead creeps around, Caro won't have any kind of army left.
That's not going to happen, unless you two can come up with a plan to pass that information on to every living person in the Empire. Even if all the killing were to stop today, Shimei would have a fresh supply of bodies to use as he pleased.
We're wasting time. All of this talking isn't getting us anywhere. What we need to do is let me track that bastard down and meet him face to face. Like a warrior! Then he'll be dead and his nightmare will be over. I'm going to the capital at first light tomorrow. Master Ryusho, Grand General, I'll leave the real Emperor under your care.
Lord Caro! Lord Caro, please wait!
What is it you want?
Sir, about the incident in Jialing Square. I cannot even begin to comprehend why it happened.
Any loyal citizen would give his life if that was my wish.
I don't understand. How could you do such a thing? The foundation of the Empire is its people. They are its life and future.
Such childish ideals. Look, in the Empire which I reign, the weak have no future save death. I will render them to ash and bid them return to the barren ground upon which they toil. In that way, they are much like the woman who burdened me with you. If an empire can bring death upon its people, surely an emperor can bring death upon his empire. Do you understand now, Keiko?
You're wrong! Blood is not cleansed with more blood. Mother's death was decreed by fate, not solely by the actions of the Empire.
Then it also be fate that calls upon me to view the Empire's demise from the hilt of my broadsword.
Now is not the time for death! The time is upon us for the Empire's rebirth, a transformation begotten by the peace and prosperity of which you once spoke! Please, Father, come to your senses!
If you wish to call me your father, you must honor me as such. You must make my desires your own.
Father, how can I believe it's you?
Well, look at that. Dubé shines brightly indeed. The heavens' way of telling us they share our knowledge of the skirmish to come.
The star, Caro Celestialov.
I guess if there's one thing we share in common with the guy, it's like it or not, we're all held to whatever the karma of the stars has in store for us.
Pharaoh's star is one ruled by aggression and bloodshed, as is the earthly vessel that carries him, plagued by such unfortunate burdens.
His is a dismal fate. Hard to believe he once used the guiding hand of compassion to direct his power to aid those in need. But such is life for those who bear Dubé's ghastly mark.
I don't think it really works that way. I just don't believe that it's true. I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful to what Grandpa taught me about all that stuff, but our lives down here have nothing to do with how a bunch of lights happen to shine up in the sky. Caro's not the way he is because of some star. It's because he's not strong enough to be any way else.
So you deny the role of the stars altogether?
Yes, I would. I may be Alkaid and he's Dubé, but after all the suffering he's caused, I know that I'd still be on my way to the capital to kick his ass no matter who I was. So you guys should just forget about being the Divine Warriors and come to the capital with me if you think it's the right thing to do.
So you mean the central figure? The boy ruled by one of the most polarizing stars to whom we have sworn blood allegiance. The one at the center of this whole cosmic drama claims this is the product of chance?
Are you laughing at me?
Not at all. In fact, my respect for you has grown, my friend.
I think Taito may have a point. After all, the one of us who's focused so rigidly on the light of the stars above. Well, we can all agree that he's the one who's completely lost his bearing on the earthly plane.
That's true. But seriously, Taito, I can't believe you're figuring all this stuff out now. I've come along with you because you're too stupid to be by yourself, not because you're Alkaid.
Once again, the lady's right. You big old idiots. Nobody asked you, you jackass.
Hey, if Lila says it's true, it's true!
Cut from the same cloth as your father. Only Soe and now Alkaid have been bold enough to call Sune's teachings malarkey.
Hey, come on. I don't know if I'd go all that far.
Ooh, when we get back home to Lianton, I'm so gonna tell Grandpa what you guys have been saying about him.
There's, no need for that. It wouldn't be constructive, child.
The lady's right again!
Shut your foolish mouth, you half-wit.
No, you mustn't overexcite your heart, Master Ryusha.
I will be joining Taito when he leaves tomorrow. I ask you keep watch over our guests. Protect them with your lives. I expect no less from you. Got it?
Captain, please, take me with you.
Me too! Me too! Me too! Please, Captain!
Come on. This journey to our once fair capital is to have the final bout with Caro. I'll have my hands full enough without having to make your funeral arrangements.
I wouldn't be a burden to you, Captain. I swear I wouldn't.
Yeah, we'll stay out of your way!
I realize we all share a desire to settle our various grudges with Caro, but still.
You got it all wrong! We just want to honor our pledges to stay with you till the bitter end. Please!
When those bastards in the Swanlong platoon burned down my village, you were the only one to give me shelter.
You saved me right when that sergeant's blade was sailing towards my neck, Captain! I was still hungry after dinner the other night. You gave me your leftovers!
Listen to me, Captain. No matter how rough the waters may have been, we have always braved them together in the same vessel. This time is no different, sir.
We'll never leave your side, Captain!
Stop being so bullish!
Inky,
You will honor your captain by following his orders, by protecting our guests. Remember, our sworn duty to the Wojin squad trumps any other bond. We must rest for the night. I fear the day to come will be the longest yet.
A word?
Yes, Captain?
I wanted to thank you for once again filling the unpleasant role of disciplinarian.
That wasn't my point exactly.
If I'm in fact able to avenge your brother Enyu's death and return here, there is a matter I would like to address. And, we shall discuss it then. Farewell.
That damn fool. He's hopeless. All men are hopeless.
As long as we've known each other, we've never had the opportunity to sit down and talk as friends.
That wise fool was always hovering about.
A very apt description. So that was the reason.
What do you suppose he's thinking on this portentous night?
His mind's in a fog. In absolute confusion.
I suppose you're right. It's so like him, always getting lost along the way.
What he needs is someone to take him by the hand and guide him along life's path. Rinmei, your hand shall be his guide.
That's good. In fact, I have his first lesson ready. One he needs to learn.
Hey, thanks a lot for helping me with this.
No problem. I don't mind at all.
So, you You are going to be going with us tomorrow morning, aren't you?
That's right.
You know, it'll be dangerous. When we meet him face to face, Carol will go at us full bore. I'm really worried that no one will be able to protect you from him. If something were to happen to you, I don't know what in the world I would do.
Hey, don't worry. Things will turn out just fine.
Lila, I'm a man on my knees asking you. Please get on that boat tomorrow morning and go someplace safe with Inky and the others.
Jose,
I'm dead serious now more than ever. I can't hold back. Don't go.
I've honored my word to my father this far, and I'm not stopping now. I swore I'd stay with Taito till the end. I can't go back on my pledge after all this time. When it's done, I'll go to Father's grave and tell him everything. Tell him how his son avenged his death.
I understand. In that case, I'll have to be even stronger. I will make sure you keep your word, and I take my revenge, both without fail.
This is as much as I can tell you about the layout of the Imperial Palace. My only regret is that I cannot lend my fists to the battle ahead.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Just keep these two lovebirds out of harm's way.
So the die is cast. Will nothing save off this battle?
Carol's paid his entire way to the throne with the bodies of innocent men, women, and children. Someone has to make him answer for that.
I know. And you're so strong. But my poor father was a strong man, too.
I know exactly what you're going through, Taki. And after I'm done with that bastard, you won't make anyone feel this way again.
You really mean it?
Thank you, brother.
But after that, you'll have to honor your end of the deal. To fix this broken land and make it a place of harmony. A place of true peace. But hey, I have a feeling you can do that. After all, you are my own flesh and blood, right?
Who goes there? Shokaku.
I'm relieved to see you're unharmed.
Please, sir, release me from this cell at once. Jubei's terror must be stopped.
Liza, you must remain in there.
But why must I? Surely you don't agree with the wholesale slaughter of the Empire's citizens. It is our duty to intercede on their behalf.
Our divine ruler's words are sacrosanct. If you believe otherwise, your rightful place is locked away in there.
He believes his father.
My lord!
Not yet. The time is not right. You've exceeded even my most grand expectations. By a considerable margin, in fact. In all my years, I've not the pleasure of hearing such a lovely cacophony of screams.
Such novelty can be found after eons of haunting this abject terrain.
Yes, truly. This came as a surprise to me as well. The war hero draws the sword of rule, claims his place atop the Empire's throne, and decrees death to his subjects. The betrayal of a whole populace is quite the coup, if you'll pardon the expression. The Savior reveals himself to be their executioner. I'd endure eons more on this earth to witness that again. But what title shall history bestow upon you? The blood-stained Emperor? The Uniter of Hell and Earth? Whatever the title may be, your name shall be written large across its pages.
If I deign to leave a scribe alive to tell the tale.
All too true, my lord. After all, your aim is to cure the land of its human affliction. And that time is anon. At present, your foe is saying his tearful farewells, readying his mind for the ultimate clash. This will not be the first time your paths have crossed, but indeed it shall be the last, and what will be born of this pairing shall be death.
Shime,
Yes, my lord.
our partnership was built on a common goal. Its fruit the battle to come. I believed only when Alkaid's strength equaled my own could such an event transpire. If we were to fight prematurely, the Earth might withstand the fallout and humanity remain. That was not an option.
The young lad has cheated death time and time again. By fate's will, he has survived to see this day come to pass. The heavens do tend to get their way, do they not?
Indeed. I now hold dominion over the Empire as was their will. And I shall see to its annihilation as is mine. I will accept no less than the end of humanity.
Yes, the toll for peace, as you say.
Annihilation, however,
My lord.
is not enough. Of what avail is this divine carnage without my own eyes to bear witness?
Lord, what do you mean?
This newfound power of Alkaid's now equals my own. So to clash now would assure mutual destruction. I would not be able to observe my desires made flesh. Why is that?
Unhand the sword, my lord!
Shime, you have labored diligently to stoke the fires of rage inside my nemesis. For that I commend you. The torment at your hands has been the crucible for his transformation. At the time I forged this partnership with you, I saw the future darkly. But now I see its culmination is this moment.
You vermin! How dare a mortal treat me in this manner?
A mortal am I.
What are you doing, my lord? Why would you harm yourself this way?
Your corporeal form is nothing more than a marionette. The spirit animating that vessel resides in the weapon itself, Wanshang Shimi. To ensure my survival through the cataclysm, I must absorb that spirit into my own. You'll accomplish nothing by this. Just ensure that your body shall be my next vessel. Oh, yes! I can feel your demonic power becoming one with my own, and with it I shall see world's end!
The heavens chose you well. You are truly a god among men. You've defeated me. I acquiesce without dishonor. I cannot hope to resist you. Wanshang Shimi has been swallowed up whole. I have forever been integrated into the perfect force to end this plague-ridden world once and for all. You are a true monster, Dubé. One fit to devour all humanity. Such divine entertainment!
Keep a close eye on Taiga and the rest of them. Brother, please! Save our land! We shall pray for victory! This will probably be our final battle. And we might not all survive to see another day. Are you still willing to enter the fray this one last time?
Yeah, I've lived my whole life for this day.
Try and stop me! Lila, I will protect you no matter what we may be up against. You would have to tear me apart to get to you.
Then I guess I just have to put you back together.
You would, really?
Ryuko will make his way back to the path. Together we can all be the hands that will help to guide him there.
It's up to all of us to pull the Empire out of the darkness and hatred and make it a place of happiness. A place of true peace. So, let's move out!
Dance of the Stars reaches a state of frenzy.
Strike me down. You out of your mind? I said I'm not gonna kill you!
If you fall by my hand, the monster will reign unchallenged!
Precisely. Once a figurative pawn, now a pawn in fact.
Stop him! He's gonna kill Taito! Ryuko or not, we can't just stand here!
Fed by sorrow, inhuman figures writhe and revel in destruction. In Hero Tales, Chapter 25, The Dubé God.
Neither one of us should have to die.